Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with Yana's beautiful, gorgeous, stunning Amaryllis collection. So you must take a look at this video if you want to make gorgeous cards that don't have a lot of bulk. Yay! Before I get started in this video, I want to remind you that Kit Club is out. I will link my Kit Club video here so you can take a look at all the goodness. Kit Club will be open until the 27th for new subscriptions. Also, Crafters Spellbinders has released their holiday gift sets, so you can take a look at all the bundled goodies as well. Your best deal will be that Marvelous Machine bundle with the 4 items, a white Platinum 6, a white Platinum Scout, a Better Press machine, and a Glimmer machine for one special bundled price. Love that! That's the perfect gift for the new crafter if you want to give yourself all of the Spellbinders offerings, and you will be a happy camper with those 4 machines. Also, Crafters Spellbinders has their holiday gift guide if you wanted to take a look at that as well. Plus, they have a Better Press and Glimmer sale going on right now, so you can take a look at that if you want to stock up on some Better Press plates, Glimmer plates, and some hot foil rolls. Okay, crafters, let's get into this video. Great job, Yana! Let's get started with the pretty. Happy Friday, crafters. I am back. I had pre-recorded my intro before Hurricane Milton. Everything was fine during Hurricane Milton. I didn't even lose light, but I was still filled with so much anxiety. My thoughts and prayers really goes out to everyone that was affected by this hurricane, both of them, Helene and Milton. It's been a lot lately here in Florida and everywhere else on the East Coast. On Wednesday, I did not sleep a wink the entire night, crafters. All the way down south, we had so many tornado warnings, and my windows were rattling, and I did not put up my shutters. The meteorologist recommended not putting up your shutters, and then I wished I had put up my shutters, so I was so anxiety-ridden. I did do some crafting. It was a big session of glimmering, actually. And then on Thursday, I was like just zonked out, so I couldn't get into this beautiful new release. So Yana, yippee for Yana. I did a lot of glimmering on Wednesday night in this hurricane because I could not sleep at all. So let me show you a graphic here just for your enjoyment. This is my Platinum 6 going to a Halloween party dressed as yellow tape. I was in factory mode, crafters. From Yana's collection, I made so much of her sentiments. I prep everything before I start, then once the machine is hot, then I start going, and then I do more and more in different colors. And then there's some other beautiful sets that are Better Press, and I was just having a ball just glimmering away. This is one set about 6-7 times done. These are those 5x5 millimeter bags. And yes, I am going to work on my Amazon store. I think what I'm going to do is open the store and then add more things to it because I'm trying to get all my ideas together, and then it's taking me time to do it because I feel like I keep forgetting something. So I think I'll just open it basic first, and then things like this will be in there and more. Alrighty, crafters, now let's take a look at all the pretty. Did you like how my glimmer looks? Crafters, here is the entire Amaryllis collection. So gorgeous. There is Better Press with coordinating die. You know I love this. And I'm going to take a little bit of time to talk about this little set right here because she uses all your little scraps too. Love. Home for Christmas Sentiments press plate and die. Then there's the beautiful, gorgeous, yay Yana, Festive Poinsettias press plate and stencil. There's an option of getting this by itself, the plate, but if you're going to get this beautiful plate by itself, you might as well get the coordinating stencil, 6-count stencil, to do all the inking and easy coloring once you have the stencil, because when you glimmer this, you can also color it with the stencils. Yana's Amaryllis die, love, and the Amaryllis Garden 3D embossing folder, another pretty one. So beautiful. Look at those flowers. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty, let's take a closer look at all the pretty. First card, crafters, look at this beautiful card. This is roughly an A6 card, which is 4.5 by 6 1/4. This is one that I actually made during the hurricane too. My mind was not in the right frame, but I still love the card. In the center here, we have Yana's Amaryllis. Let's take a measurement of this beauty. And she has a video showing you how to put it together. Very easy to put together. And this version you're seeing, I'm not using her outline die. All I'm using is this inside piece and these two pieces here. I did not use the bud, okay? The main die is 4 3/4 inch tall by 3 1/4 inch wide. Look how gorgeous this is. It's like highlighted right here. You guys know I love to do that, right? Beauty and busy here. Use my foundation die to quiet down this to then put the focal point right here with the beautiful sentiment. Thumbs up. And I also used the 2 leaves, and I did not use the outline as well. With the outline, you can also do vellum, whatever color you wish. I decided I didn't need it, but I like that the option is there for you. Here I have Spellbinders Poppy Field, a red cardstock from my stash on top for the outline that cuts in all these bits right here. I'm also using a green cardstock from my stash, and I came in with some Olo markers. That's the shading you're seeing here, okay? And in here. And then I put some stickles. Didn't like the stickles, then I put glossy accent on top. Yeah, you can build on stickles if you don't like it. Tone it back down with some glossy accent for those little buds right here. Isn't this gorgeous? All right, so now let's talk about everything else in here. For the background, that Amaryllis Garden 3D embossing folder, you would use Universal Plate System for this beauty. 5 1/2 inch wide, 8 1/2 inch tall. Very, very pretty embossing folder. I embossed this entire panel in black cardstock. It was beautiful, but so dark in the back. I took a gold metallic pigment ink and just dragged. See, some parts are heavy, some parts are light, but look how pretty that is. I was thinking about using lunar paste, but I was not in the mindset to go like this. Both options are there for you. I could have done lunar paste back here, solar paste, pigment ink, and just drag it on. This was easier. When you're crafting and everything is not going so great, go with the easier option sometimes. Now, I needed an oval, and I came into this beauty right here. Cameo Frames dies. This is from the Peacock Paradise Collection. The largest die in here is a 5 by 7. This little oval drop-in is what I used to cut this piece. Isn't that gorgeous? In gold treasured cardstock, the brushed gold. I'll do the treasured cardstock right after I finish this, so we'll go into that in a second. But look how pretty this is. I like the drop in here because it was the right size for my little amaryllis flower. Look how perfect she is framed in here, but you can still get to see out here. So I could have brought this down into an A2, but as usual, I wanted to enjoy the embossing folder. I could have gone 5 by 7, but it would have been too big for this size, okay? Now, if you have a lot of popular Spellbinders ovals, it is a different shape, okay? Because Essential Stylish Ovals is like this, more like a capsule. Definitely Essential Modern Ovals is a full capsule. This is more rounded like a traditional oval. I wanted that version for this card. Play with your ovals too. Spellbinders has a lot of options with that as well. Essential Stylish, a little bit wider, and then Modern Ovals, one of my favorites too. Here's a version of the Peacock Paradise done with the full frame. Isn't this pretty together? Look at them. Yana has a lot of these beautiful flowers too that are all year round, so it doesn't always have to be the winter flower. So you could reproduce this same style with a different flower from her, like her peony, her poppies, something like that too. So pretty. So I'll put a link for just Yana's collection, and it will be all of her goodies from dyes, better press, glimmer, all sorts of fun, okay? But look at this Peacock Paradise too. This could have been over here with the flowers in the back as well. So super pretty. And then finally, for the sentiment, which is glimmered, I'm using the Home for Christmas Sentiments press plate and die. Season's Greetings fit perfectly right here. These are gorgeous. These are all sentiments with this beautiful font where it has the script and then the calligraphy style on it is so pretty. Joy to the world, happy holidays, let it snow, Merry Christmas, I'll be home for Christmas, sending you Christmas cheer, Season's Greetings, what you see here, and it's the most wonderful time of year. This is the largest one. So the largest one measures 3 1/4 inch wide by 1 1/4 inch tall, okay? So super pretty. This is black cardstock with matte gold hot foil roll. Now we're going to go into my sidebar of This and this. I've talked about treasured cardstock a lot, but if you are new to my channel, welcome. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And now I'm going to talk about treasured cardstock yet again. This is a beautiful collection of specialty cardstock. There are 3 colors: gold, silver, and rose gold. In each cardstock pack, it is 5 styles, 3 of each style, okay? So beautiful. All 3 packs will have glitter metallic, matte metallic, brush metallic, mirror metallic, pearl metallic. This little cheat sheet comes in every pack. Crafters, here's a sampling of it. There is the glitter, would have been too much. This I was considering, but it's still too of a high yellow compared to this. Was also considering this, too shiny. But I love their brushed gold in the back. That's what's here. See how it's nice and toned down? Yes, this is different than Spellbinders brushed gold cardstock. That's a 10-sheet pack sold by itself. That's a specialty cardstock. She's a oldie, but definitely a goodie. This is brushed gold cardstock. So this is a higher, brighter yellow. This is a more muted color. So you see, I was looking through all of this, and I came up with this one. This is a great deal for this little pack here for the 15 sheets with the 5 beautiful styles. Love it. And it's all 8.5 by 11 inch. Now we're going to go into my little other sidebar with this card about glimmer. With me dressing my Platinum 6 for Halloween, I glimmered a million of this. This is a perfect example of scraps. A whole lot of scraps. For my factory mode of glimmering during the hurricane, I use 3 styles of cardstock. New on the block for me, I'm using the scrapbook.com heavyweight mixed media paper pad. This is smooth paper, 6 by 8 inch, 400 GSM. I think this is 140-pound cardstock, crafters. Smooth black. This does glimmer well. She's not a deep black, but she is great to glimmer on, okay? So keep this one in mind if you want to glimmer with your Better Press or with your Glimmer Hot Foil plates. Super thick cardstock, okay? And you can also use like Simon's Lunar Paste and such, and it won't curl as quickly on this type of cardstock. So this was a freebie from scrapbook.com. Yay! I tested this one with my marathon session of all of Yana's beautiful sentiments. My oldie but goodie that I always use is the Dilutions Creative Journal in black. This now I'm going to put in my Amazon store because that's where I normally get her. You can also get her in store sometimes at a craft store, but not all of them carry it. And what I do is this version. See how it's a deeper black? So I like this, but I still love this. This is over here. Hopefully you're seeing all of this, crafters. And making little mental notes. This is a great cardstock pack. There's different weights of paper in here, but they all glimmer well because it's always smooth. With this, feel for the smooth side. More texture, do you hear it? So just feel for it, glimmer on the smooth side. Here are all my scraps. So for scraps like this, I came into Yana's sentiments. I could put one here and then another one here. So I'm using just little bits of scraps. It is a mixed media journal and it has a lot of pages. This is my 2nd book and all I'm doing in it, crafters, is glimmering, okay? Love this. Make sure it's not the one with the dots or the graph in there if you're going to get it. I'm going to put direct links for these so you can get the correct one. You want smooth black pages, not pages with grid lines and all that. You're not going to be a happy crafter if you get that. So there is this version at scrapbook.com. It's nice. I still like this one, but I'm keeping both, and this was sent to me as a freebie, so why not? This is what I'm always talking about, crafters. Hammermill cardstock. That's the white cardstock you see here. It is 250 sheets. I always get this from Amazon as well. 100-pound paper. This is the only way you can get it on Amazon as a big ream, but this will last you. You can Copic color on it, Olo color on it, same thing, alcohol marker, glimmer, and also ink blending. It's fabulous for all those techniques. So this is Hammermill cardstock. Now you can't just go online at Amazon and just put Hammermill. There's going to be 900 different styles of paper. I'll put a direct link for the one you want. This premium color copy cover blah 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 blah. It's a specific one. So don't hop on there and just pick. That's where trouble can happen. Same thing with the Nina cardstock. You have to be careful of which one you purchase. Also, crafters, for her sentiments, again, more into my scraps. Here I'm using hot foil roll scraps. Right now, that sale is still going on, the Better Press and Glimmer sale. Look at this, crafters. Little scraps that I can use that will fit right over all these sentiments. How do I keep these scraps so nice? Just throw it in a little container like this. Just throw it in there. It'll curl, leave it alone. It's fine. Fish it back out when you need it. So I'm using scrap cardstock, scrap hot foil roll during a hurricane to create a ton of sentiments with Yana's collection. It doesn't look like a lot, but I know I have over 20 in here because I was just going to town with this. I even have it pressed out too. So that's my little glimmer sidebar for you. Hopefully I gave you a few little tips along the way. Here is her sentiment pressed out. Could have been like that, but I like the black on it with the gold. I was also considering silver, but see, But that's the beauty of going factory mode. You get a lot, and that's why you see so much yellow tape on my Platinum 6. All right, crafters, so that's it for card 1 with a whole lot of chit-chat. Up next, crafters, card number 2. Can you tell which foundation die I am using for this beauty? This is the Festive Poinsettia press plate and stencil. Here I'm using the press plate with a beautiful ink, porcelain cotton card with spruce Better Press ink. And here's the 6-count stencil. The stencils are numbered in the lower corner, 1 to 6. So that's how you can do the registration with this, okay? I inked up this whole panel with spruce Better Press ink. All of this raised area is like her reverse Better Press plate. What you see here will be inked. What is in here will be the color of the paper you're using, like cotton card. I always use cotton card, but I could have also glimmered this, and then this would have been white in here, and out here would have been gold or silver, okay? This technique, which I so love, takes out me having to use a marker and fill this all in, which I've done once or twice. This beautiful color, so pretty, right? It's like a bluey, tealy, dark teal, hence spruce colorway. This is from the new Woodlands Better Press ink set. There is laurel, pine, spruce, rustic. Here on my first example of using it, you're seeing rustic, which is a brown with a splash of red in it. Here is spruce. By itself, in a small section, it's more green. Once it's inked on here, it becomes this beautiful color. Thumbs up. I purchased a Spellbinders blank DIY ink pad, used the re-inker for this, filled up that pad, and that's how I ink this. If you take this little thing and you're like this, you'll be there all day. Use my Better Press hack for something like this. I will link my video here so you can take a look at that one. Thumbs up for this one using the hack. I just ink this whole thing up and then press her through and hello. Now, if you want your Better Press plate to stay like this, clean, not all inked up, soon as you finish inking, clean your plate. Don't let it sit there. Don't go straight into this and then come back to this. You have to clean it. What you're using to clean it with, archival ink cleaner all over here, because I actually pressed this in black first, cleaned it, then pressed this. Nothing transferred, but you have to clean this and clean it well. As a matter of fact, I may go into another sidebar of something new with microfiber cloth. Yeah, I'll do it at the end of the video in case you're interested. Okay, but that's what I was using to clean this, a microfiber cloth. And also, I saw a tip of using a paper towel with a little bit of water, and I did wipe it down. Then I took a dry paper towel and wiped it down again. I don't know if this thing's going to rust, so I'm going to clean her up. Treat them like they're all your little babies. So I cleaned her up and then wiped her down and then dried her just like a baby and put her back in her little bassinet. After I inked this up, crafters, then I came on with that beautiful stencil, and then I came on with some Altenew Fresh Dye ink for the red and the green. The browns here, I'm actually using Tim Holtz Distress ink, not oxide, Distress ink for this. I did put some glossy accents here and in the centers here. Also, crafters, for the sentiment, you're seeing another black cardstock with the matte gold hot foil roll. So crafters, here I use the seal twine in Spellbinders fern cardstock. You just cut this twice and then you wrap it around whatever you're using for your base. So for my top folding A2 shaped card, which is black on the back actually, put a little 1/2 inch score line there. I'm using my favorite, which I just did a video on how to make a shape card with this beautiful foundation die set. I will link my tutorial here So you can take a look at that. This is Make-A-Wish Arch Labels die. This beautiful arch die with the scallop detail at the bottom and then these little lines. Love this set so much. Is a full A2, 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch. I use this inner drop in with the same beautiful detail here. Then I wrapped my seal twine around it and then put the sentiment. I came on with splatter white just to give that wintry feel. Aren't you loving the spruce in the background? I am loving the spruce. My next card is the one I also inked up in black. Then I came over with red ink. So this one is different than this one. I purposely did that. This one also features festive poinsettias. It does not have the stencil because I came on and did ink blending. Here I'm using some Catherine Pooler ink in red. I was just trying something different. Home for Christmas sentiments right here. Sending you Christmas cheer. This is Hammermill cardstock with pewter hot foil roll. So it's not like a light silver. It has more detail because it's a darker silver, okay? Super pretty. This originally was black and white. The red ink is on top of what would have been white. The red even changed what the black looks like here. It's a different shade, right? But it's still pretty. For this A2 panel, I'm using the Starshine background die. This outer piece is your cut line. I do have yellow tape in here. You can see it peeking through on the side. And then this beautiful detail, which is like embosses all these little dots. So it looks like texture. You see it? Instead of it just being flat, this is flat, this is textured. Pretty though, I like it. It has a nice feel. It changes the cotton card into something very textural. So love. Then I decided I wanted to have like a burst of foliage, a label, my sentiment. For the label, I'm using the Mini Pierce Labels die. This is a cute one. I had cut it out in brushed silver cardstock. That's not from the treasured cardstock. It wasn't working. So I came on with black instead. Low price point. Fabulous little set. Put that there. For my tucking in foliage, I used 2 sets. Christmas Bird Poinsettia. You guys know this is a favorite. When she goes on sale, I always talk about her in my Steals and Deals video. And then from the July Kit Club, this is the Snowcap Holidays dies. This is a large die of the month. So beautiful. All I used was these 3 right here. Could have probably put some pine cone in here too. And then from Christmas Bird, I have 2 more sets of this. So I just ran a bunch at the same time. I use this, this, this. I was tempted to use a poinsettia, but I decided not to. I wanted it just to be green foliage. Then I used treasured cardstock for this bit right here. And a little bit of glitter for this one. So I just picked foliage out and did the tucking thing. Also, another option I just noticed, coming back to this Cameo Frames die, here's a little label right here. That could have worked here too. If you wanted it to be more elegant, traditional elegant, right here would have been nice as well. But I do like this little Pierce Mini. I had splattered back here with silver mica. See how pretty it is? And then finished it off with some silver mixed gems, the solid part. So I'm going to go into summary here, but then after that, I'm going to do a little sidebar on that microfiber for you. Everything in here can be pressed or glimmered and using a ton of scraps. My goodness, if you have a lot of scraps, this is a fabulous set. Look how elegant and gorgeous this is. I'm going to take a moment for Yana. Yana. This is Christmas beauty times 10. Gorgeous, beautiful, stunning. Even during a hurricane. If you're not loving all my cards, I was under stress when I made these cards, okay? But I'm loving them. And I really love her embossing folder too with the gold. And this Better Press. I want to explore this again because it is gorgeous. And with the stencil, you have a lot of options. Maybe I'll do a glimmer version of this. But this spruce, thumbs up. All right, so here are my 3 cards. Crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Okay, crafters, I'm going to go into my microfiber cloth haul. So if you're still here, thumbs up, because you may actually be very interested in what I'm going to show you. Let me come back to Better Press, because this is where your microfiber cloth comes in handy. This is another set that I glimmer in my factory mode. This is from the Beads of Friendship collection. So I also made a lot of this one too. Press or glimmer it once and then you die cut it once. Besties Sentiments. Black cardstock with silver hot foil roll, okay? And then there is pressed out with Better Press, etc. When you Better Press this, the Better Press ink, no matter the color, you want to clean your plates. If you are also stamping, I made the mistake before of using the same cloth that I'm cleaning my ink blending brushes, when I stamp something out. I was also cleaning Better Press. Use a second microfiber cloth for cleaning Better Press, because this cleaner has like a oily residue. It's a lot of ink. When you clean this, everything turns black or whatever color you have here. So use a second cloth for it. That's one tip I'm going to tell you, okay? So let me now talk about what I use. I am madly in love with the Amazon microfiber cloth. This is the current one I'm using now when I do ink blending. It's like a multi-pack. It's the Amazon Basic brand. It's fabulous. Comes in different colors. Love this. This is like my favorite. But there's some new favorites in town. On Instagram recently, I saw this one in Crafters. I'm putting links for all of this that I'm showing you. This is a 2-pack, and she is called the Tear Away Microfiber Towel. This pack comes with pink and this green color. What I've been using for Better Press is this one, and you tear it off like so. Isn't this fabulous? But this is not the same quality as the Amazon. You can use this for a bunch of things. So this is a little bit thicker than this. But there's also a new player in town. I decided to give it a try. I didn't want to open it up until I did it here on camera. This is the Scrapbook.com Crafty Cleanup Cloth, 20 sheets. I have a feeling this is going to be thinner than this. When I saw it on Scrapbook.com, it was on sale when it was first introduced. So I was like, let me give it a try. I'm always the curious crafter, because I love to find something new, something that can make crafting easier, quicker, things like that. And the same roll out and tear. This is nicer. This is much thinner. You can see my hand through it, actually. You see it? So this one, I don't know. Scrapbook.com needs to go back. To be honest with you, for this cost, I would rather do this. This I still love for stamping and cleaning my ink blending brushes. For Better Press, cleaning my plates, I'm liking this for cleaning my plates, because you know, you can wash this, but you can also dispose of it. That whole Better Press ink, it does transfer a lot. If you got it and you're not satisfied with it, try this version. You'll be happy, and definitely add this one, because you can see the softness. You see what I'm talking about? Super soft, less soft, too thin. Okay? So that's my little microfiber comparison. So Scrapbook.com, they might need to change this. This is like paper, too thin. It's not the world's greatest. Probably use a sheet and toss it. This you can still wash. This you can definitely wash. Okay, crafters, that is it for my Yana's video. I did a lot of sidebars. Okay, crafters, like I said, everything will be detailed, linked below. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you got a few tips along the way. Let me know which tip was the most helpful in the comments below. Until the next video, crafters, stay crafty, my friends. And again, Yana, fabulous, beautiful collection without a lot of bulk. Yay, so use these to mail out your cards. Stay crafty.